Hello, welcome to the Non-Greg Sterlace Greg Sterlace Show.
Hello.
I'm your host, the Pamazon.
Pamela. Oh, hi. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow,
So I'm playing this great keyboard I just got. It is an SQ80. It's the the SQ1 was here somewhere. Where'd it go? Oh, it's behind. It's hiding behind John.
Sorry.
Oh, what was that crazy sound? So yes, I got this awesome keyboard, and it's a biggie. It's a Is that fuzzy sounds just in my headphones? I don't know. Yeah, so it's a great keyboard. So everybody's doing reviews, so I will do a review for the SQ80 and the ESQ1 and also the ESQM, which is the tone module version of these big beasts. The SQ80 is a little newer. So the cool thing about these is they have samples, and they also have the same filters as a Curtis Prophet, and they're not as much as, say, a Curtis Prophet. And they sound really great, and when you edit them, and I know you probably can't see it, but if there's a wide shot here, I can point out that over here are all the buttons that you push to edit the keyboard. So normally you have to go wading through lots of menus and submenus and stuff to edit a board, but here's your oscillators, and you can click on them, and so right now I can change each oscillator. I know people are like, what the hell? I don't care about keyboards. But right now it's on pulse 2. Now it's on the square wave 2, octaves, prime. There's a lot you can pick from in here. Bass, piano 2, octave again, octave plus 5, saw wave, triangle wave, reed 3, grit, 2, 1, 3, grit. Oh, glint. See, this one has some extras that the SQM does not have. But it's a great sounding board, so. So the difference between the ESQ1 and the SQ80 is like this one has some aftertouch. And over here, it's got, it has a floppy disk in it, which is, you can put floppies in it. And here's the big cable, card that you can store stuff on. This is a rewritable card, so that's very fun.
What do you do with the floppies? It just saves the stuff that you've saved?
Well, that saves to the card, and this particular floppy, the person I bought it from, I was actually on Reverb, just looking at keyboards, as one does, as you know, as I do. And then I saw this one, and I was like, oh, I've always wanted one of those. And then the person lived in Buffalo, and they actually lived like a block away. And I was like, are you kidding? This person's a block away. So I said, please let me buy that keyboard and not pay the shipping, because it's a heavy keyboard. It's really big, too. But if you look, so we got a little camera right here. Right here is all the buttons. Oh no, maybe I can move it over. There we go. So these are for the sequencer in it. There's actually a sequencer in it. But yes, it's a very good board. I recommend it highly. Let me go to some other sounds. So this one's new. Normally I make all my sounds, and the sound you're hearing something I was messing around with, but I don't really even know what's in here. Oh, hey, look that's good. I like that. Holy moly. Oh, yeah. See what? Oh, the mod wheels. Oh, that's delightful. Who could ask for anything more? Oh, Oh, that is fun. I'm going to turn on, so here we go. Now you can see it in the board. There's actually, it shows you a flow chart, and each flow chart step has a little button where you go to change the sound. So it's a very smart thing. Let's turn cycling on, and then there we go. Now it'll just keep going.
No.
Oh, it didn't. It lied.
Keyboard battle.
It's awesome. It's so fun. But I could go to like each oscillator. So that bowing, tom-tom, and steam, those are the waveforms it's using. Let's change bowing and see what happens. That's changing it to, let's see. There's probably a lot of stuff changed farther down the line here. Ooh, alien. What?
I want to hear alien.
Oh, that's good. I like the alien. I'm going to put the alien in everything. Oh, no. Alien. Thank you, alien. Oh, the alien's good.
Who knew aliens had such good taste?
Oh, that's so fun. So a lot of noise people like always want knobs and stuff, but if you know what you're doing, this keyboard is the best. It's the best. It's really great for like experimental sounds and stuff. And very cool is you can change your patches. So if I wanted to, let's see, let me go back to Alien. Where'd the Alien go? Oh wait, it wasn't called Alien though. Like I said, I just got this, so if I wanted to be playing, there we go. So I could hold this down and then hit another patch and play that patch. So that's a cool thing it does too. You know, you can split the keyboard on it, but in a pinch you can just hold down a chord, hit another patch, and play something different. So let's see, can we see it? So right now I'm on a kind of basic piano thing. Oh, you can't really see it. That's okay. And if I go through each of these little red buttons, so the first waveform is piano, second waveform is piano, third waveform synth. So we can change those all off piano, because so it's very quick and easy to edit. I guess this sequencer is really easy to use. Somebody showed me once, but I forgot. I can probably learn it again, I'm sure. But yeah, okay. So John's got something.
Oh no, sorry. I wanted to hear more keyboard.
Oh, you did?
I mean, you can. I mean, I'll talk about it. But
well, it's a great. Well, so here's the thing: is like when I was an undergraduate, I did take a synth course. And I do know what some of the stuff means, but I try to forget so I can just play with it and see if I can do something fun. So, yeah, and another cool thing about this is, so for instance, I'm on my oscillator. Here's the LFO, low frequency oscillator 1 is on. And if you want to edit it, right here's a button for LFO 1, and you can just get in there, which made things a little crazy, maybe not as
I love the gray of old keyboards. I don't think that's ever been something that's ever been replicated quite as well as good 80s gray.
80s gray? Yeah, these are both very 80s. You can tell by the turquoise buttons here, which I guess some people were offended by and removed.
Offended by what?
I know, I don't know, because their manhood was hurt, I suppose. I don't know. If your manhood's hurt by buttons on a keyboard,
I would never even think of that. Who would ever even look at a color and get mad?
I don't know.
I mean, I can understand if it was like bright nuclear pink, but I mean, it's still stupid, but at least get it. But green?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know. Certainly as keyboards go.
How do
And,
you gender colors anyway? I mean,
well, right, we know those have flipped around, that pink used to be for little boys. But the Ensoniq Fismo certainly had a crazy, it was all crazy turquoise and purples on it. And that keyboard is the last thing Ensoniq made. And I remember I was saving up. I'm like, I'm going to buy it. I'll buy it. And then suddenly it disappeared. And Sonic disappeared from everywhere. And suddenly that keyboard was super collectible. And it still is. And I don't have one. But that's okay. I got these great ones. I have lots of keyboards in case, in case people didn't know. I love them. I don't go for the big ones that everybody wants, though. I know, no fucking Nords. Everybody's got that stupid board. If you want to be a bore, buy a Nord. Will that make people angry enough to call us? We'll see.
I don't know.
Oh, that's great space sounds. Oh, it's so relaxing, right? Just that. I'm going to lower the... There we go.
I actually took keyboard lessons for a long time, but I never got very good at it.
Ironically, I have
Not a very long time, but I took it for a while. Some friend of my dad's taught it for free to me because he owed my dad a favor or something, but I could never quite get the hang of it. I would always get really confused.
Yeah, I have something weirdly wrong with my wrist, a birth defect, so I can't really play them very well. I have to only play simple stuff.
That's all right. Don't sound it.
It's nice, but it would be nice to actually be able to play them. Well.
Speaking of that, listen to my upcoming all-piano album coming soon. It's called Piano Chunks, and it's very fun.
Piano chunks for you, piano chunks for me, piano chunks.
Yeah, it's very fun. It's all of the songs I normally do, but on piano.
Where'd you do that with?
I use the grand piano at my school.
Oh, how cool. Well, you do noise stuff as well, right?
Yeah, if you want to hear weird noise stuff, look up Captain Johnny Sausage. I basically do noise because I don't know how to play anything well enough. But there's some real songs.
Yeah, that's why most people do noise.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know.
Shots
Oh,
fired.
no.
Shots fired.
But if you want to hear it, I got to open up for a legend of the noise world the other day called Waves Crashing Piano Chords. We should get him on the show. He doesn't live very far from here. But he did his final show and he asked me to open for him, and it was very crazy. There was a lot of Fago.
So what's that in your hand now?
Oh, well, this is... I usually like giving my book recommendations of the week. I don't always intend them to be comics, but they're the easiest ones that I could think of the plot. These ones has 4 wonderful little stories about Sock Monkey and their friend Mr. Crow, who's also a toy. The first story is about how they think the Sock Monkey thinks he discovers a city in the sky, but it's really a chandelier in their house. And when they get up to the chandelier, it sets the house on fire because they knock it over. And then the second story, they find a shrunken head, and it's trying to tell them something, so they try and take it to Borneo, where its home is. But then when they get it to Borneo, they cut its mouth open, and he tells them that it's actually from the Amazon, and it gets very upset, so they cut some coconuts open so he has friends. There's other little comics in there. And then let's see, the third story here. Oh, that's a good one. That's the one where there's this bat that flies into their house, and it gets trapped in the dollhouse. They find this mouse who's a widower, and they try to get her to set up with the bat, but the bat is a rodent-eating bat, and it tries to eat the mouse. And then let's see, the fourth one. What was that one? Oh, that's the one where they're eating with their friend Anne Louise, and she tells them that there's some kind of creature that lives in the clock, like a fairy or something. But they find out it's just a blue jay. But then the actual mysterious fairy creature that lives in the clock gets mad that the blue jays live in there, and it's I don't know. But whatever, that's all. Just look up The Adventures of Sock Monkey.
All right, I should stop because I'll just play with my keyboard
No,
the whole
it's
time.
okay. I figured that was the point of this episode.
Oh, okay. It's a great board. I mean, seriously, people. And if you're a real keyboard player, it's got a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 octaves. Of course, now if you want a realistic piano sound, you're screwed. It's not happening. Not happening. But you can do lots of other fun stuff.
Yeah, who wants a boring piano sound?
Boring people. People who...
Buy my piano. What? Not really.
Probably people who can actually play the piano. My piano skills are so low.
I like keyboards.
Me too. I'm with you.
I like keyboards more as well. I don't dislike pianos, but...
I mean, I'm impressed when someone can really play them.
I find them mostly boring, other than their old-time music.
So now we're back to like a more normal sound.
I feel like the 70s soft rock ruined pianos, whereas it's going to be boring when they bring out some giant piano and some loser in a white suit comes on. They're going to sing something stupid.
That's the piano sound. Yeah, it's not very piano-like. Oh, that's fun. It's called lasso. I don't know what's happening.
Better than a piano.
It's great. Oh, now it's synced up. It must have the... Let's go to the modes. Oh, nice. Such a good keyboard for weird sounds.
You want to hear my strange keyboard song? Look up Frogs on the Casio. It's all keyboard, and it's very strange.
Did the Casio have a frog sound?
No.
Oh, because I have one that has... I have one that has cats and ones that have dogs, and this purple one that was really cool, but it quit working. It had all sorts of critters on it.
No, I called it that because
It's
I
coming
can't
back.
play
I
it.
didn't even touch it. Oh my god, it's so cool. I feel like we're watching some overly intellectual space movie from 1967.
Or just Captain Isotope.
We could be watching Captain Isotope. No hands, no hands. Everyone's like, who cares? It's making some horrible sounds.
Speaking of Captain, I just got told that I was part of a secret Captain Crook society called the Main Six. I was very excited.
Well, now it's not a secret.
Well, you know it exists, but I can't tell you what they do.
Oh.
And I can't tell you who let me in it, but I'll tell you this. Its Maine is in Pony Mane.
Oh, no.
The Main Six.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. For future stuff, we will be playing after the Pride Parade at Old Wonder Moth. Me and John, and then Hooked on Casiophonics as well. So, lots of fun there. Ah. See, it's still playing the old sound. Also, this thing has MIDI in, out, through. It has, a place for a foot switch. And there's a foot switch for the sequencer. I'm not sure what that does. Old school keyboard players are like laughing at me right now. Don't laugh, I don't know. It's not my fault. I still love these old boards. Ooh. Oh, I like that noise patch. It's a nice one, huh? Hi, everybody on TV. Audience.
I went to the store.
Ah! Oh, sugar. Any other fun stuff you're doing, John, with your...
Huh? Oh, I don't know.
You don't know?
Oh, I don't know what's going on. I was just paying attention to the keyboard. I don't know. I mean, probably. I just like being in the main six.
Ooh, that's pretty.
It's a very secret society.
Can you tell me who the other members are, or is that like a secret as well?
Well, one of them is well, I mean, you could probably guess at least half of them. It's mostly me and Slade and Whitney and Slade's grandma.
When I was a little kid, I totally loved synthesizers. Not surprising. But they were so expensive. I was like, how will I ever be able to afford a magic thing like a synthesizer?
Lo and behold,
Thousands of dollars. Lo and behold, the future.
And now you have thousands of them.
Well, only hundreds, and a lot of them are... Oh, hey, this one has a... Yeah. They're all mostly cheap ones. Or reasonably priced ones, like this SQ80 is not too bad. Well, at least I didn't pay too much for it. But... Oh, so delightful. Ooh. It's gonna come back around.
Talk dirty to me. I'm only rent, holding a phone cord around my neck. Talk dirty to me. Endless asphyxiation. Yeah. 7th. May 7th.
Ooh, that was weird.
The Primus.
A couple times, real keyboard players have come over. And I had my Ensoniq, my ESQ1, and I gave it to the person to play. And they were like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
Why?
Because it's all the sounds were crazy that I programmed into it. I was like, "No, I swear there's a piano patch in there somewhere." Like, what the fuck is
Well,
this
why would you
shit?
play a keyboard if you just want piano?
Well, you ever try and carry a piano somewhere?
I guess, but
You
I
can't
just,
really do it. You cannot.
I mean, I have personally because I have to move them at the school, but still.
Boy, that's... Yeah, they were very flummoxed by, yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it's hard to move the piano, though, right?
It is pretty annoying. I've had to move them many times.
Well, there you go. There you go, kind sir.
I like the standing uppy ones because they sound more old-fashioned-y. They all sound more old-timey. I don't like the grand pianos as much.
Because?
They just don't sound as fun. So the stand-up pianos, I think, sound more old-timey. But for piano chunks, we use the grand piano and the stand-up piano.
You used all the pianos.
It's true. There's at least 5 different pianos on there. That's the fun of having access to a recorder and a room full of musical school instruments.
So delightful. I remember when I first got my ESQ1 and my roommate was like, "That sounds like a stupid video game." I was like, "I'm going to punch you."
Why would they say that?
Because they need to be punched.
Oh, well.
I never punched them, though.
Hawaiian punch?
No, I never punched them in any way, shape, or form.
Okay. I used to have a Hawaiian punch tape cassette. It was really good.
Hawaiian punch tapes?
It was a Hawaiian punch like cassette with a bunch of songs about Hawaiian punch on it.
Oh my goodness.
I really loved it when I was a little kid.
What, like, don't piss that guy off or he'll break through your wall?
It was just a lot of songs about how, all your problems are solved by Hawaiian punch.
Huh.
I wish I could find it. It was really fun.
So I'm going to try and write something. Okay, what do I want to call it?
Call us. Wrap that phone cord around your neck till you're fully erect and give us a call.